Hey guys, and here with Muff Squad, coming back with round 3 of our MAIC tournament, our 2017 tournament. On our left, we have Mike Newey rocking the Volk, the Steam Up gang, Mr. Steam Up himself, showing the big guns underneath that t-shirt is what I mean. And on our right, we have Richie Reach Over, the Reach Master, playing ZoroDrampa. We have both of these guys currently at 2-0, and Richie's gonna go ahead with the God setup here. He gets the Zorua active. He plays Wonder Tag for a Bridget, and he's gonna get some more dudes out on the battlefield. So he's probably going to get, 2 Zoruas and a Drampa to really get his setup going. He wants to get those Zoruas down, and he also wants to get an energy attachment. So let's see if he could do that. He's going to go ahead and play an Ultra Ball as well, furthering the setup even more. Insane opening hand. He grabs a Mind Jack Zoroark, so he's getting it ready for the next turn. Newey has a Lele start. That's not a great start. You want to see the Power Heater Volcanion, the Baby Volk, as your starter and get some EXs on the bench. So let's see how Newey gets out of this. So he's going to go ahead and pass. Newey's going to draw for turn. Now, Newey ain't no slouch. Great player, local player, and I've known him for a couple years now. He's very familiar with Volcanion. In the 2017 year and season, he actually won a regional with Volcanion EX. He won the Salt Lake City, Utah regionals, beating Turbo Dark in the finals. Got $5 grand off of it. So if there's anyone that knows how to stay Steam Up, it's this man right here. He's gonna go ahead and attach a fire to that Lele, and he's going to play N. So they're both going to shuffle up, draw 6. There is a Brooklyn Hill, so Newey's going to be able to see some Volcanions come down on his bench, Volcanion EXs. So you're able to get Volcanion EX because it is a dual type. It's a fire and water type, so Brooklyn Hill targets water types or fighting directly to your bench, so that's how you're able to get the Volcanion EXs onto your bench. But he's going to opt to get a Starmie instead, so that's interesting. That's why I'm trash and he wins 5K with this deck, because I would have gotten a Volk. Maybe he has some Volks in his hand, so he gets the Starmie instead. And let's see what he does here. So he probably won't attack this turn because he already attached to the active, unless he has a Baby Volk and hits a Max Elixir on his hand. I don't expect him to be attacking this turn. I think he's benching okay, he does bench a Volcanion EX, and he just passes. So Richie draws for turn. Let's see, he's gonna play an Ultra Ball. He most likely will be grabbing a Mind Jack Zoroark, which he does right on cue. So playing against ZoroDrampa is annoying because you have to always keep in mind that they could copy your attack, so you kind of want to promote something that their own attack doesn't necessarily want one-shot itself, and also you have to be in mind of Mind Jack, so you don't want to overbench and increasing the Mind Jack damage output. So Mind Jack with a full bench of 5 does 160 damage. With a choice band 190, so it will kill a Volcanion or a Turtonator with no Fighting Fury Belt. So Richie is able to bounce that Brooklet Hill with a Team Magma base. So he does get an attachment down on the Drampa. He does put a Dark Energy on it, and he's going to go ahead and play Sycamore to see a fresh new hand of 7. He does get another Zoroark, so he's just going to go ahead and pass. So his setup is looking really good. Newey is able to get a Baby Volk here. He does have to take the 20 damage due to Team Magma base. Team Magma base says when you bench a Pokemon from your hand that does not have Team Magma in its name, it takes 2 damage counters. So it's a way to buff up Drampa's Berserk attack. in 2 turns from playing it. So Ricci does Newey plays a switch into the baby Volk. He's gonna bench a Volcanion EX and now a Tapu Lele GX, and he's gonna play Wonder Tag for supporter. He's gonna go ahead and grab a Professor Sycamore here. He's gonna see a fresh new cards, he's a fresh new hand of 7 cards. So Newey's gonna want to see some fire energies off this Sycamore. He's gonna want to. He has 2 steam ups available. If he could possibly get 2 steam ups, he's gonna go ahead and do 1 steam up here. 1 steam up, and he's gonna attach for turn. So he needs to see a fire energy off this Sycamore. High 5 Newey, no card Sycamore, no hand Sycamore. He's gonna see a fresh new hand of 7. If he could get 1 more fire energy, he does take the power heater knockout on this baby Zorua, and that's huge. I mean, a power heater knockouts are always big. Taking a prize and putting 2 energies onto your bench, onto your big dude. So he's gonna go ahead, go down to 5 prizes. Ricci promotes the Drampa and draws for turn. He attaches a DCE to the Mind Jack Zoroark. Mind Jack Zoroark also has an ability called Stand In, where it could just switch into the active, which he does right on cue. And this Mind Jack will be taking this knockout on this baby Volk, also putting him at 5 prizes. So they're both tied at 5. Newey's kind of in a tough position here because he doesn't have a Pokemon powered up here to attack. He has 1 energy on a Volk EX, 1 energy on a Tapu Lele, and 1 energy on another Volk EX. So I'm curious as to what Newey plans on attacking with this turn. If he benches a baby Volcanion, he's just going to further ramp up the Mind Jack output and bringing it back to 160. Right now it hits for 130. I mean, it still would kill the baby Volk, so maybe benching it is not a bad idea. If he could get, I mean, he can't get a power heater knockout because he would need 3 steam ups. 2 steam ups does 80 damage, so Mind Jack Zoroark has 100 damage, so that won't even be a knockout. So I don't think Newey could get a knockout this turn unless he attaches for turn, hits a max elixir, and he's able to volcanic heat this turn with a big Volcanion EX. Ricci here taking a coffee break, sipping on his coffee here. I promise it's coffee and it's only coffee. We keep it clean here in the Muff squad. So Newey does decide to attach to the Volk here, and let's see if he has a supporter for turn. He's eyeing up that N. He's gonna go ahead and play Via Seeker for N. They're both gonna shuffle up and draw 5 here. So if Newey could somehow hit a max elixir or see a max elixir off this end and hit the max elixir, he could take the knockout with Volcanic Heat. And if there's one dude that I know that can hit a fucking max elixir, it's Mike Newey. This man is like 3,000 for 3,000 on max elixirs. Insane. Like all of 2007, all he did was just hit max elixirs. So this guy hits max elixirs like it's his job, and I will promise you, if there's any max elixirs probably being played in this set, he will hit them. So, little side wager for you guys watching at home. So he's going to draw 5. Let's see what he gets here. Max elixir. Does he hit? Oh, of course he hits. What'd I tell you guys? You guys owe me $10. So he is going to be able to take a knockout now out of nowhere, just like that. And he has a bench of 4, so I mean, a Mind Jack could take a knockout with a, I mean, as of now, he doesn't, if he doesn't bench anything. He's going to free retreat with the start. He's going to go ahead and take the Volcanic Heat, go into 4 prizes. So that was a big turn, swing turn. Now, this Drampa with the Team Magma base out can take a knockout. This Volcanion does not have a Fighting Fury belt, so 180 is very feasible here. Ricci just needs a choice band, and there it is. A DCE, there it is. Can he bench a Pokemon? That's a Rescue Stretcher. He is going to play a Rescue Stretcher. If he puts one to hand and just benches it, there you go, and that's it. Ricci got N into the insane combo and an insane answer to that knockout. And he's going to play an N. He's going to end Newey to 4 cards, himself to 5, and he's going to take a Berserk knockout and put himself to 3 prizes. Huge turn for Ricci, reach over the reach. So, yeah, I mean, that was an insane 5 cards off that N. Newey must be like, Jesus Christ. So, after this knockout, Newey's not going to have any type of board here. I mean, he has an energy on a Volk, EX, 1 and 1 on a Tapu Lele. So, I'm curious to see what Newey's going to follow up here with. He does take the Berserk knockout. He's going to 3 prizes. Newey promotes the Lele with the Float Stone. Newey's going to attach a Fighting Fury Belt to the Tapu Lele and an energy. Okay, this is actually a great play. Energy Drive will hit for 110 damage because of the Fighting Fury Belt. And he's going to end Ricci to 3 cards. So this is actually a really good play because Ricci's playing Andrew Mahone's top 8 list from NAIC of 2017. That list did not play a Field Blower. So as far as I know, unless some shady shit happens, this Lele with the 2 energies and the Fighting Fury Belt on his bench cannot get one shot at all. A Mind Jack can't knock it out. A Berserk can't knock it out. It currently has 210 HP. So this is a great answer. He's going to smack into this Drampa for 110 damage, and he's going to be safe for at least 2 turns with it. So this is a great play. I like this. I like this a lot. So he's going to go ahead and Energy Drive for 110 damage. 3 card hand. Ricci draws for turn, which is a Dark Energy. He probably will be putting that Dark Energy on the Zoroark break on his bench. So Ricci's bench right now is a Tapu Lele, a Zoroark break, a Mind Jack Zoroark, and a Shaman. So if Newey could take this knockout on the active Drampa, he's going to go down to 2 prizes. And then, Ricci decides to attach a DCE to the foul play, the Zoroark break. So he plays an Ultra Ball. Let's see what he gets here. He's going to go ahead and play Wonder Tag for a Lysander, and that's going to be able to take out a Volcanion or a Lele on his bench. Smart play here. This is huge. This is monumental. So Ricci's going to go ahead and go down to 1 prize. The Berserk will do 180, killing this 160 HP Volcanion because it has 2 counters on it. Taking 2 prizes, going down to his last prize. Newey promotes the Lele with the Float Stone. He has a Lele on his bench with 2 energies. He's gonna be able to kill the Drampa with the Lele. He goes ahead. He plays an Ultra Ball, discarding a Turtonator and some card. He's gonna grab a. I wonder what he grabs here with the Ultra Ball. He grabs a Starmie, okay. He benches a Volcanion EX, and he's going to go ahead and play N to 1. So N to 1, very, very brutal mechanic, but it's just your odds of coming back in a game. Newey currently has 4 prizes to Ricci's 1 prize. So Newey will see 4 cards, putting Ricci at 1 card. Ricci will need a couple cards to win the game. Did he top deck a Lysander? I mean, Ricci does need a Lysander to win on his turn. He could kill a Starmie with the Mind Jack, because it currently would do 100 damage, exactly killing the 90 HP. So he does take the Energy Drive knockout on the Drampa, going down to 2 prizes. Let's see what Ricci top decked. I can't see. He top decks a DCE. I'm not sure what the other card is. He's going to attach a DCE to Lele, it seems like. He benches a Instructor Rangaroo. He's going to be able to see 3 cards. Does he get it off the 3 cards? Ultra Ball. Stadium. Is that a VS Seeker? VS Seeker Lysander. Wow. Insane. N to 1. And gets Instructor Rangaroo, sees 3 extra cards, and he's able to get the game-winning VS Seeker for Lysander. Fucking insane. What a game. Wow. that was a hell of a game. If he didn't get Lysander there, I wonder what his line would have been, because I don't think he could have taken a knockout. And I mean, Newey could have. There was a Shaman on his bench, but I don't think Newey could have killed a 2-prizer on that to take his final 2 prizes. So it would have been interesting to see exactly what. I mean, Newey would have definitely wanted to end him to 1 again, but he did get the Instructor Rangaroo down. So even if he whiffed, I mean, Ricci literally just needed 1 card. He needed a VS Seeker or a Lysander, so 2 cards really out of a pretty big deck, and Newey needed several cards. So Ricci did put himself in a position that he had better odds of winning that. So we're going to go ahead and set up for game 2. Ricci on the right, ZoroDrampa going up 1 game to none. They're going to be setting up here. If there's one thing I know about Mike Newey, is that one of his best skills is that he's very good at understanding matchups in a best of 3. So he takes game 1, he records all the information, all the counts, and then he approaches game 2 and 3 with a better strat. If that's one thing I know about Newey, he does that very well. So I know he's going to go ahead and take that information from game 1, and then he's going to come with a different approach. And just like that, he gets a baby Volk and 3 Volk EXs on his bench turn 1. Insane start. I don't expect him to bench anything else after this. I mean, this is just insane. If you could just keep power heating and steam upping from this combo, you can just set up almost a checkmate situation where you just have 3 Volk EXs ready to go, and you can just take your 2 prizes with each Volcanic Heat. So he plays a Sycamore. He gets a Floatstone down on... Oh, another Max Elixir. Does he hit it? Of course. Of course he fucking hits it. I mean, it's fucking Mike Newey. So he hasn't even attached for turn. He does get a Floatstone on one of the Volk EXs. He hits a Max Elixir to attach onto one of the Volk EXs on his bench. He has not attached for turn. I wonder, does he have an attachment? And if so, where does it go? I would imagine it goes onto one of the Volk EXs. You don't necessarily have to attach to the baby Volk this turn. He does attach to the one that he Max Elixir to. And I think he's going to go ahead and just pass. So Ricci's going to go ahead, draw for turn. He has a Drampa Star. He's going to go ahead and want to... He attaches DC. He want to bridge it, but I think he plays N. So not the turn 1 supporter you want to see. This deck is a setup deck. You want to get your Zoruas down as soon as you can. Bridget just does that very efficiently. So he plays N. So Ricci's definitely going to want to see some Zoruas and Pokemon off of this N, because there is a possibility of getting donked. He has steam ups available. He could switch into the Volcanion with the 2 energy. Okay, he does get his Zorua, so we won't be seeing a donk here. And he has an Ultra Ball, so I'm assuming we're going to see either a Shaman or another Zorua. He does get another Zorua, which is smart. Getting 2 Zoruas down, even if one of them dies, he has another one that can become a Zoroark on his following turn. Just taking a quick look through his deck for his counts, see what's still available to him. And he's going to go ahead and just Big Wheel GX using Drampa GX's attack, which says shuffle your hand and draw 10. I wonder if Newey would follow up this. Is that another Max Elixir? Does he hit? Of course he hits. Jesus Christ. And look, he's even smiling. I know they're joking around like, Jesus, do you ever whiff a Max Elixir? So Newey gets a Volk powered up, ready to go. I wonder if he could retreat and take this Drampa knockout. He plays a switch into the Volk with a Floatstone. He hasn't even attached or steamed it. He's going to go ahead and play Sycamore. I think he's getting rid of a lot of baby Volks there, which, I mean, the list does... He's playing Ride Sablehouse's top 4 list from NAIC, which plays a Rescue Stretcher. So he does have a Rescue Stretcher available to him. He plays a Brooklet Hill. Does he want to grab something? I mean, if he has 4 guys down, Mind Jack does 130 with the Choice Span and 160. Okay, that's safe. So the Mind Jack won't even kill the Volk that he promotes. The only thing that could kill it would be a Berserk with a Choice Band. So I wonder, if Newey has 2 energies in his hand, he could take this knockout on this Drampa, and he hasn't even attached for turn. So I wonder if he has the energies. So let's see what he does here. He's debating. I think he may just have 1 energy. So I think he's debating if a steam up is worth it or just attaching it for turn is worth it. Yeah, I think he's debating if he wants to attach or not. So he's going to go ahead. I think it's a Fighting Fury belt. So Volcanic Heat is currently doing 140. Looks like he does have an energy, but I think he just has 1 energy in his hand. Taking a look at his discard. He does opt to do this 1 steam up, so it will hit for 170, which is not bad because now he could clean up this Drampa KO with a power heater. So that is great. I mean, he could manually retreat, get the fire energies in the discard from this Volcanion, bring up a baby Volk, which he does have on his bench, and then take a power heater knockout and accelerate those energies that he discarded. So this is an interesting position now where Riichi's in. This Volcanion cannot get killed at all. It's impossible. No field blower. A Berserk can only do 180. This Volcanion has 220 HP right now. Mind Jack won't even do it. Even a Foul Play can only do 160 damage with a Choice Band. So this Volk will live to see another day after this turn. So curious as to what Reach is planning on doing this turn. He has a Drampa with 170 10 HP remaining and 2 Zoruas on his bench. He looks like he does have a DCE in hand. He's going to go ahead and play Bridget. Okay. So I'm not sure if he has a draw supporter in hand, but I guess he's just thinking he's just playing for the late game. He wants to further his setup, get more guys out. And he's going to go ahead and grab another Zorua and an Instructor Rangaroo here. So I wonder if he has any Zoroarks, Mind Jack Zoroarks, so he could evolve up into this turn as well. A Mind Jack might be the best play here. You could stand in with the Zoroark, and then you could also hit this Volcanion for 130, and you could possibly clean it up later in the game. So he does get the Zorua and a Rangaroo. He's going to bench. Well, those go straight to the bench because of Bridget. He plays Wonder Tag, Tapu Lele. So he's going to grab a Sycamore, which I guess would be his next turn supporter. Maybe he did not have a draw supporter. But if he had the Lele, I mean, he could have played it. I think, yeah, just setting up your board instead of just seeing more cards is probably the way to go. Leaving your board with some strong single prize attackers. He attaches a Float Stone to the Drampa, and he's going to Energy Drive. Okay, this is a great play. He's going to hit it for 100 damage. So this is good. This is a good play. I mean, you want to chip into that Volcanion. Let's see what Newey could do here. If Newey has a Lysander, he could take out that Drampa with a power heater. So I'm interested to see what approach Newey takes this turn. This could be a huge turn here. A power heater knockout would be monumental if he could manually retreat, attach per turn onto the Baby Volk, Lysander up the Drampa. Okay, no Lysander play this turn. He is playing a Sycamore, seeing a fresh new card of 7, a fresh new hand of 7. Wondering what he will be doing here. Taking a look at his discard pile. Let's see here. Wondering what he's going to do this turn. He is going to go for a power heater. He's going to go for a power heater. I think he's just going to manually retreat here. Put some fire energies in the discard pile. And he's just going to hit this Tapu Lele for 20 damage. Maybe more with some steam ups if he has more fire energies in his hand. And he's going to start building up some other Volks that have no damage on them. He does have fire energies in hand. He's going to go ahead and steam up. Wait. Debating it. I think he's debating. I think he wants to see how many fire energies are down right now. He plays this. He does steam up once, and he's gonna power heater for 50 damage. And he's gonna put those on the other non-damaged Volcanion EXs, and he's just gonna pass. So Ricci here, an energy drive will only do 60 damage currently, so Ricci's definitely gonna want to get some Zoroarks down, attach a DCE to them, and Mind Jack, because Mind Jack will take the knockout, doing 130 damage exactly, killing the Volcanion. So Ricci does have 2 DCEs attached on board, one to the Drampa, one to the Lele, so he does only have 2 available to him. But he does have a Lysander, so he's going to be able to... Does he take the knockout on... He doesn't even take the knockout on the Volcanion that has 100 damage. He's only going to be able to do 40 damage to it. Okay, he's going to attach a Dark Energy. Okay, so he does have knockout actually, because it's going to do 150 damage. He's going to go ahead and play Lysander. He has a special charge as well. He's going to put 1 DCE back. Let's see, what does he... Oh wait, oh, does he have a choice band? No, but this has a... Wait, I'm confused. How did he take the knockout? It only does 150 damage. That's interesting. I don't think it should have been knocked out there. It only does 150 damage. There is a float stone attached to that Drampa, so Berserk only does 150 damage, and he didn't attack. He attacked into a clean Volcanion. So I think that was actually not right. I think they kind of fucked up there. So he's going to play Ultra Ball for a Lele, and he's going to go ahead and play... I think he grabbed an N off the Wonder Tag. He attaches a Fighting Fury Belt to a Volk and plays N. He's going to go to 6 cards. Ricci's going to go to 4. So he is going to be able to take the Power Heater knockout here and go down to 4 prizes, and also accelerating more energy onto his board. Mind Jack does take a knockout, but Ricci's only going to see 4 cards off this end. Yeah, I don't think that Berserk was a knockout on the previous turn, so that's kind of screwed up here. I hope it doesn't really affect the game. Well, it's definitely going to affect the game, but it'd be unfortunate. That was actually monumental. So he does Power Heater. I think Newey attaches for turn, and he's going to go ahead and Power Heater, take this knockout, have almost 2 Volcanions on his bench ready to go. He's going down to 4 prizes to Ricci's 4 prizes. Ricci's definitely going to want... He bounces the Brooklyn Hill with the Team Magma base. He wants to see Zoroark and a DCE. Mind Jack will take the knockout. It's doing 130 damage exactly. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. So that Lele on his bench, he's gonna go ahead and be a secret for N. They're both gonna see 4 cards here. So this is interesting because off of 4 cards, Ricci's gonna need to see 2 specific cards. He's gonna need to see a DCE, Ultra Ball, or a Mind Jack Zoroark. So let's see if he could hit that off of 4 cards. So there is a Lele on Ricci's bench that has 50 damage. So that is a Volcanic Heat away from a knockout. So that's an easy 2 prizes, but then Newey's last 2 prizes might be the issue because Ricci would just have a board of single prizers here. Wow, 4 cards, he actually hits the Mind Jack Zoroark and a DCE. This is huge. He has to put 20 damage on that. Okay, because the Magma base is out. He's going to instruct for 2. Huge turn. Gonna take out this Volcanion here, go down to 3 prizes. Newey's going to promote the Volcanion with the Fighting Fury belt. He's going to be able to take a Volcanic Heat Knockout going to 3 prizes as well. Oh, no, he has the Lysander to kill the Lele. He's going to go down to 2 prizes. This is huge, and it has a Fighting Fury belt, so this thing's not going to die for a while. This might be Newey's window here to win this game. So Richi's going to go ahead and evolve another Mind Jack, Zora here. He plays VS Seeker. He's going to play Lysander here. I think he's going to take a Mind Jack knockout. That's huge. He goes down to 1 prize. Oh wait, I think he miscalculated. It does 100 damage. He miscalculated. I think he's letting him take back the line. He's not gonna Lysander instead. It wasn't a knockout apparently. Okay, so this might change things a bit here. He's going to go ahead and play VS Seeker for Lysander, bring up the Staryu instead, and he's just going to take a Mind Jack knockout, going to 2 prizes, getting rid of Star. But that also resets the Volcanic Heat. Volcanic Heat says you cannot use his attack the next turn, but since it went to the bench from Lysander, he is able to attack with that Volcanion with the Fighting Fury belt. So this is huge actually, because he just has 2 Pokemon on his bench. A Mind Jack for the bench damaged Volcanion won't even do enough damage, and Newey's going to take this Volcanic Heat knockout here and go to 1 prize, and he has another, so this might be checkmate here, unless, and there's no way that Richi can power up a Drampa in 1 turn. He doesn't even have a Drampa on board. He's getting end to 2 cards here. He's going to go ahead and Volcanic Heat, go down to 1 prize to Richi's 2 prizes. Richi promotes a Zorua. He's going to draw for turn. I wonder what happens here. He's going to go ahead and attach a Dark Energy, Instruct for 1. Sycamore. Going to see a fresh new hand of 7. I think Newey can kill everything on his board. He evolves into a second Mind. He attaches 2 Choice Bands to the 2 Mind Jack Zoroarks. Even if he stands in and retreats, it's only going to hit for 100 damage. And this thing has 220 HP right now. Yeah, I think he just has to concede. Newey has checkmate. He just can kill anything on the side of his board to take his last prize. Wow, great game. So luckily that if it was a misplay before, maybe I'm miscalculating, but it didn't affect anything. Newey was able to take the win here. So we got ourselves a barn burner here, boys. Going to game 3, everything on the line. Who can be 3-0? I believe after this round there was only going to be 1 3-0, so this is huge. This might just lock up the top 4. Who wins this match is just guaranteed into top 4 cut. So they're going to shuffle up here and set up for a final game 3, winner takes all. So like I mentioned before, Newey very good at adapting to a best of 3, adapting to his play. He takes different approaches to a matchup, and just on cue. I mean, also taking that and also never fucking whiffing elixirs. I mean, he's just destined to win with Volcanion. So Richi's definitely going to opt to go first here, and it might give him an advantage. You know, he's going to want to get some Drampas and Zoruas down, get an attachment turn 1, so that turn 2 you could possibly get a turn 2 Berserk or at least a Mind Jack and start doing some really big damage on turn 2. Volcanion usually takes 2 to 3 turns to start doing some real serious damage. I mean, it can power heater turn 1 for a maximum of 120 damage if you get a perfect God setup with getting 4 Volks down, 5 fire energies. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Newey here texting his Tinder chick saying, "Yeah, yo baby, you up? Yeah, let me hit that." So we're gonna take a little while here before he's probably sending some dick pics as well. So we'll let the man take care of his business here while Richi sets up. and we'll get started shortly with our third game of this best of 3 in round 3. So, I mean, this tournament was actually lots of fun here because this was a great format. It's considered like one of the most skill intensive. Oh, Richie actually asked to re-sleeve. He actually broke a sleeve there, so you saw my hand there just slipping him a brand new sleeve there. But this format was really fun and very skillful, and just there was a huge variety of viable decks. Great format. I personally haven't played in a format like this since 2017. Other great formats are like 2010, 2006. So we are planning on doing a 2010 tournament later in the end of July. So look out for those videos as well. We will be posting that. So Richie actually starts the Turtonator GX and attaches a DCE, and he's going to play Sycamore. And it's funny that I could see them smiling. Richie was telling me that why the fuck is this card in this deck? This card makes no sense. And he hated the card. He never used it. And it literally just became more of a liability. And why did he rather have a field blower instead of that? So he just attaches the DC, gets his Zero down, passes. Newey on his side has a baby Volk, a Volk EX on the bench, attaches to the baby Volk and plays N. So you may see some significant damage. Oh, and there was a steam up. So this Volk Power Heater already is doing 50 damage and is going to accelerate an energy onto that Volcanion EX on the bench. So this is a pretty good start for Newey here. Let's see if Newey could further his board here. I think he just may take this knockout. Gets a Brooklyn Hill. We may see another Volk EX, which we do. If Newey has another Fire Energy, this Power Heater is going to do 80 damage and accelerate 2 energies, which is more important, onto his board. Progressing his board state, progressing those backup Volcanion EXs to start Volcanic heating. So he does get the second steam up. Wow. So he's going to hit into this Turtonator for 80 damage, putting it at 110 damage remaining. A Volcanic heat away from taking 2 prizes. So Richie draws for turn. He's able to evolve that Zero into a Mindjack Zoroark. Richie plays a Rescue Stretcher, I believe. And I think he's shuffling in the Pokemon from the Rescue Stretcher. Richie dropping a card. I guess he missed his lap there. He's trying some slash shit there. But I wonder if Richie has a supporter in his hand to play for the turn. I see a Lysander. Has a Drampa. Able to get a Choice Band on the Mindjack Zoroark. And I think he plays Professor Sycamore to see a fresh new hand of 7. Let's see if he gets some energy off of this. He does get a Dark down on the Drampa. You see me there waving hello to the TV screen. And he just shell traps for 20 damage. So shell trap does 20 damage, but if your opponent attacks into the Volk Turtonator on their turn, they receive 80 damage on their turn. So that could be annoying for Newey here. Newey does get a Brooklyn Hill down and gets another huge turn. He's going to go ahead and steam up twice and play N here. So this Power Heater will be doing another 80 damage. And if Newey could actually get a third steam up, he takes the knockout. And he takes 8 on damage counters because of Shell Trap, but he still survives. So if he could get another Fire Energy, this will be huge. Of course Newey's going to get a Fire Energy. Does he? And I don't even think Newey's attached for turn. So he could, I mean, if he only gets 1 Fire Energy, I think you just do the steam up and just guarantee the knockout. Because it will do 110, which 110 plus the 80 on it already is 190 exactly. Okay, I think he just hits it for the 80, putting it at 160. So Newey takes the 8 damage counter, putting that Volcanion at 100 with 30 HP remaining. But it's still not bad. He still has 2 Zoroark EXs on the bench with 2 fighting energies each. Ricci puts a Choice Band on the Berserk on Drampa, has a Float Stone on the Turtonator, and he's going to go ahead and play end. They're both going to see a hand of 6. So I wonder what Ricci does here on this turn. So that Volcanion has 30 HP remaining. So I wonder if he just goes for a Mind Jack to just leave a single prizer in the active position, because Shell Trap will not do it, take a knockout, and bringing up a Drampa to do a Berserk knockout is just too risky. I think he does attach to the Drampa. Okay, I think he takes it back. He's just going to go ahead and Mind Jack for the knockout, going down to 5 prizes. This is a better play. It leaves a single prizer in the active position. Drampa has one-shot capabilities on a Volcanion EX. So he's going to go ahead and promote a Volcanion, attach a Float Stone. He's going to Field Blower a Float Stone and a Choice Band. The Choice Band on the Drampa, which is huge. He's going to bench a Baby Volk. He's going to go ahead and play Professor Sycamore. So he can take a Volcanic Heat knockout. Newey's probably looking for a Fighting Fury Belt at this point. If he can attach a Fire Energy, and Ricci telling me how Turtonator fucking sucks, and how it's trash for him, and I do agree. Okay, he goes ahead and takes a Volcanic Heat knockout, putting himself, they're both at 5 prizes. But this is interesting because now a Drampa with a DCE and a Choice Band can take a knockout, but Ricci is down 2 Choice Band already. I believe this deck played 4 Choice Band, but Ricci taking like how many Choice Band he is down. He's going to need a lot of pieces here. This deck does play Teammates, so Teammates could find those 2 pieces that he exactly needs to take a knockout. So if he could find a Teammates or the 2 cards that he needs, DC and a Choice Band, he will take this knockout on this clean Volcanion EX. He evolves a Zorua into a stand-in, Mind Jack Zoroark. So I wonder if he has access to a Teammates right now. He's going to play a Rescue Stretcher. He's going to put 3 dudes back in the deck. He's still going into his deck. I think I see an Ultra Ball, so I wonder if he benches an Instructor Rangaroo, DCE Choice Band. He did have it in hand already. And I think was that a Bridget? Or was that a Teammates? I'm not sure. I mean, either or. Okay, it is a Bridget. So he's just gonna get 2 more Zoru's down, which is a great play considering he does have the knockout on this Volk. He's gonna be going to 3 prizes remaining. Newey can respond KO this Drampa if he can get 1. I think he needs 3 more energies. He attaches for turn and steams up twice. That will be a knockout on the Drampa. So that could be huge if Newey has that in his hand. Wait, did Ricci just double supporter? I think Ricci just double supporter. He played a Bridget and he just Sycamored. Fucking cheater. Newey didn't even realize it either. We all do it. This is definitely not malicious, not intentional. Ricci had too much coffee to drink in his mug there. Newey's been sipping on his juice as well. So he's gonna go ahead and take the knockout. It's unfortunate. It's 2, I think, mishaps already in this set. So Newey does have an attachment for turn, so Volcanic Heat is hitting for 130. If Newey could find 2 more energies, this will be a respond KO and putting himself at 3 prizes as well. So wondering, or if he does have a Lysander, he could kill the Turtonator that's heavily damaged on Ricci's bench as well. So he does have the 2 energies, and he's gonna take the Volcanic Heat knockout, which is huge. So they're both at 3 prizes. Ricci is going to have a hard time dealing with this active Volcanion. He promotes the Turtonator with Shell Trap, which is fine because he has stand-in. So Mind Jack is only hitting for 100, for 70 damage with a Choice Band, 100 damage. So this Volk is won't get killed this turn. So if Newey has a Switch and a Lysander, that could be huge too. So I'm wondering what Newey's sitting on here. I highly doubt that Ricci will take a prize this turn. He's going to go ahead and attach a Choice Band to the Mind Jack Zorak that has a DCE on it. He's going to bench. He's debating it because there is a Team Magma base, so it would put that Drampa at 160 damage, would be susceptible to just one Steam Out Volcanic Heat knockout. So they're both kind of in a tough situation here. Ricci is playing an Ultra Ball, and I wonder, he's probably just going to grab another Mind Jack Zorak. Let's see what he grabs here. Most likely a Mind Jack Zorak. Taking a deck. No, he's going to go ahead and grab a Tapu Lele, and he's going to play Teammates. He's going to grab a DCE, which you're not supposed to really show it, but he's going to grab a DCE and something else. So, interested to see what he's going to do here. Maybe he grabbed a Mind Jack Zorak. Ricci's just taking a call from his bay real quick. Like, hey, shorty, what's good? You still up? Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you later when I get home, alright? Alright, princess? Alright, bae? Yeah, I'm just beating Newey's ass real quick in Pokemon real quick. Yeah, I know I'm sexy. I know that turns you on. I know, I'm the greatest. Take care. Bye. Alright, back to the game. He does attach a Dark Energy to the Zorak. He's going to stand in. Does he have a Zorak break? And he's just going to Mind Jack for 100 damage with a Choice Band. So it's going to do 100 damage, putting that at 80 HP remaining. This Volcanion cannot attack this turn because of the effect of Volcanic Heat. It doesn't allow it to use Volcanic Heat on the following turn. So I'm curious to see what he's going to do here. If he has a Switch, that could be huge. A Switch would be huge right now because he could just switch into the Volcanion that has the Floatstone and just retreat, and it'll reset the effect on Volcanic Heat, and then he could just take the knockout on the Zorak, putting him at 2 prizes, and then that Turtonator on his bench, which he's eyeing up, could be his final 2 prizes. But he also needs to start powering up another attacker because this Volk may go down on the following turn with a Mind Jack. So then he wouldn't have any follow-up attackers. So I think Newey bouncing the Team Magma base with the Brooklet Hill and just seeing what he has available to him in the deck, which would be huge if he could get a 3rd Volcanion EX on his bench and triple Steam Up Power Heater Knockout. That would be massive. So I don't think he has those cards available to him. He's going to go ahead and play an Ultra Ball. Maybe he would have grabbed the Volk off of the Brooklet Hill. So maybe he's just thinning out for the late game. Or maybe the deck also did play Olympia. So that could be huge because Olympia would heal 30, retreat it, putting it at only 70 HP. So it would have 110 HP, which would still survive a Mind Jack. So that could be the play. If he could Ultra Ball for a Lele to grab an Olympia, that may be the play. I wonder if Newey is thinking about that right now. I think he's just taking a look at Ricci's discard. I think he wants to see how many choice bands he has available, because if there is an extra choice band, then Mindjack could take a knockout if he does bench another one. It would do the 130, but if he benches a Lele, Mindjack without a choice band only does 100 damage, which would be 10 short of a knockout on this Volcanion. So I think Newey is eyeing up. That is a wonder tag, and I think that it's a Professor Sycamore. So maybe he just sees that he probably has better odds of just seeing more cards. He probably wants to get an attachment down. He needs more cards, and he probably has a couple switches in his deck as well. And so he's definitely going to want to hit into a switch off of this Sycamore. So he has a switch. He has the switch. Okay. He's going to play a Sycamore. I see some fire energies there. He's definitely going to want to get a fire energy. Actually, he just attaches to the Baby Volk because the Turtonator has I think a Power Heater just kills the Turtonator. So a Lysander would just win it on his next turn. So I think he just attaches to the Lele. Okay, an Energy Drive would do 40 damage, which is also a knockout. Newey's just going to thin out even further. He's anticipating an N. He will be going to 2 prizes after this Volcanic Heat knockout, and he just wants to prepare for an N to 2. And so Newey will be taking this knockout with Volcanic Heat here. And again, without a choice band, a Mindjack is not taking out a knockout here on Ricci's turn. So he does take the Volcanic Heat, going to 2 prizes. Ricci has 3 prizes remaining. Ricci does pull a Via Seeker out of somewhere. God knows where that Via Seeker's been. He's going to promote the Mindjack Zorak with a DCE. Ricci needs a choice band. He needs a choice band. I think they're figuring out something here. I think they're just figuring out the damage here that on the Turtonator. So Ricci top decks. He needs a choice band. He gets a Zoroark break. Okay, that's huge. Now he would just need a Dark Energy because he could just copy Volcanic Heat and take a knockout. Wow, that's actually big too. He'll go to 1 prize and forcing Newey to have a Lysander in hand. Energy Lysander. I think Ricci's gonna go ahead and play Teammates. Yeah, he Via Seekers for Teammates. He's gonna grab a DCE. He needs a Dark Energy. Does it have a Dark attached? Is that a Dark Energy attached? No. Wait, I think he grabs a Special Charge. He grabs a Special Charge and a DC. I think this is a misplay. If he had, does he have a choice band in his hand? I mean, if he has a choice band, he has the knockout, but he should have grabbed a Dark Energy to just foul play and kill him with the Volcanic Heat. So this might have been a misplay on Ricci's part here. He must have a choice band in his hand. Oh, there you go. And Newey actually has a Fire Energy and the Lysander in hand. He kills the Turtonator. Ricci slams down the Turtonator that he fucking hates so much. Look, he's angry about it. He's pissed. It literally cost him the game. It might as well have cost him the set. That was a hell of a set from these two Muffs. Newey's going to go ahead and go to 3-0, being the only 3-0. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And stay tuned for round 4. And please like and subscribe. to the channel and like the video. Comment below what you want to see. If you want to curse us out, feel free to. But thanks for watching, guys, and take care.